All right, for today's activity, you're going to have 2 stacks of papers. One of them is 3 sheets of paper. These list each of Newton's 3 laws, okay? So starting with inertia to force and acceleration, and it ends with Newton's laws of action and reaction. The other stack are what we're going to call scenario cards, okay? So this stack describes Newton's 3 laws. So you want to cut these in half. You want to separate them by law, so get all of the laws of inertia together, all of the laws of force and acceleration, and the law of action-reaction. All right, so you're going to use these cards to represent 3 different categories. One category for each law. Then, so let's see, I got all my inertias together. I have my force and acceleration together. And I have my action-reaction together. Okay, so I have them, you can't see them all, but I have them in 3 separate columns. Now, come to your scenario cards. Now, what these do is you have 3 different pages. Each page has 4 different cards on it. So, again, you need to cut these out here and here so that you have 12 different little sections. Now, you'll have to read this and decide whether this scenario would fall under Newton's law of inertia, Newton's second law of force and acceleration, or the third law of action-reaction. So let's do this one, for example, right? So what happens when you blow up a balloon and then let it go? Whenever you get a scenario card, read the statement and then think about what happens. So if you blow up a balloon and then let it go, what happens? Right? Air comes out one end, and how does the balloon move? If air comes out this way, the balloon goes that way, right? So would that fall under inertia, law of acceleration, or action-reaction? If you don't remember, look back at the chart that we finished up on page 63 of your science journal, and that should give you a clue. But to fast track, this would fall under Newton's law of action-reaction, right? Air blows force one way, right? Air blows out of the balloon that way, and it causes the balloon to move that way. So this one would fall under Newton's law of action-reaction. What you want to do is go through, like I said, so you want to cut these out, right? Cut them here and cut them here, and then place each 12 of them. See if you can place each card, all 12 of them, in the correct category depending on law of motion they fall under. Okay? All right. Very good.